Okay. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, okay. Thank you, Benji. Thank you. That's enough. That's enough. Good morning, everyone. Hello. How are you? It's been a while since I saw you last, about a week, I think. And I've got a few projects to share with you today. I'm going to focus on the main one, which is this really elegant Easter lily card from Dreaming Tree. It's really mostly a paper piecing item, but it goes together very nicely, and I think it looks really elegant, especially with the Happy Easter on the inside. I used mostly Cricut cardstock for this, although I did use gold from Michael's and this green bling color, which is a green from Basil cards. It comes with its own envelope, so I'm going to show you where I found this and how you can find it as well. There are some things going on in Design Space this morning that I can't show you how you would download or whatever these projects, so I'm going to leave it up to you and your extensive knowledge of how to upload a project that you purchased. It seems that I think I've got 4 different projects for you. 2 of them are outside of Design Space and 2 of them are inside. So it will give you some motivation as to which one you like to do. I've been hanging on to them for a while and I want to show you what they look like. So let's get started, okay? All right, so for this particular card, we also have, as I mentioned, we also have a couple of other projects that I've been working on. I'll try to get through them all. If not, I can get through them, most of them, and we can show you the rest next week. But this is a really elegant card. It's the kind of thing that you'd send to, I don't know, grandma or an aunt or someone who enjoys the subtle aspect of Easter without all the bunnies and everything there. So we're going to just start by using the description given to us by Dreaming Tree. Every Dreaming Tree file comes with one of these, and it tells you how much cardstock you need in order to cut it out for that one time. So in this particular case, I needed 2 sheets of lilac, a sheet of white. Oh, there's my son. He scared me. A sheet of robin eggs, key lime, purple, and then gold. And then I did also find these really fun pearls to show you. They're not white pearls. They're almost golden. So I thought that I would use them since they go with the golden color of the paper that I chose. So the first thing we'll work on is the inside of the card, because it's pretty flat, and then we'll work on the front. Those pieces there are for our envelope. We can work on that next. So here's the inside of our card. It's an 8.5 by it's an 5 by 7 inch card cut from a 12 by 12 inch piece of cardstock. This cardstock is going to go in the inside, and you'll notice which way it goes based on where there's little markings. We're going to be putting in the Happy Easter there. So let's go ahead and start by adding this into the inside of our card. This is double stick tape. I hope all of you have been well. I've been thinking about you a lot. I have been getting quite a few things done, which I have to do because, frankly, I haven't been doing much of anything since last year. So things that I have to do, things that you don't expect that you're going to have to do, like renew your license and oh, just different things like that. I got jury duty. So trying to figure out what should I do. Can I do jury duty? Can I not? That sort of thing. So trying to figure that out. And I know they have accommodations for people like me. So we'll see what they decide for that, as far as that goes. But it's just stuff that you don't expect to happen that happens, and you're like, oh gee, how does one decide that they can make it to jury duty or not? Because I've been at jury duty for many times, and not so sure that I'm gonna be able to do it again. We'll see what happens. Okay, so this is the inside of the card, which is going to house this offset layer. Easter, happy Easter. Easter goes down here, and the happy is up here. All right. I spend a lot of time thinking about what I'm going to be doing and all of that. And this once or twice a week type of thing, it seems like it might be something I settle into because of all the other stuff that I have to take care of. Before, I was able to basically do all that stuff and all the other stuff, but now I'm trying to figure out a way to get back to doing daily stuff without the help that I once had, which it's a little hard. One thing I've noticed about the glue is that the less you use it, the more the more difficult it is to get out of the container. So you got to keep that glue moving if you're one of those people that is not crafting every single day. Is everybody crafting at least once a week? Once a week seems like a really good crafting amount for people who have lives beyond the crafting world. I don't know how I churned out 5 projects a week for close to 5 years. It seems like a lot. And I think going back and redoing some of them would be a good way of reinvigorating them. All right, so there's our happy Easter. I'm noticing that there's a little problem right here where it cut off. You won't make that mistake, but I made my mistake. It didn't cut right. So be careful. Cut this on, maybe on intricate cut. Okay, then on the front, we're going to put this purple. We can use either or if you want. I figured I'd use the purple that is used in the Happy Easter. I think that would work. So let's get our double stick tape. Does anybody notice that there's stuff going on in Design Space? I clicked on something and it automatically increased it to 700 degrees, 700 percentage points bigger than it. And I can't seem to not let that happen. So I was like, I can't show anything on Design Space today. Too much going on. Too much. So I wonder how they manage that. They do a lot of changes, I think, in the overnight time. That's how we used to do it anyway when I was working with the computer guys with software, was roll it out at night when less people are there, and then you can see if you made any mistakes. Okay, and for the front of the card, you'll see that we have a piece of gold foil. Then we have two different color greens. I used that blingy green. And then white for the flowers. And a purple to highlight the whole thing. Very cute. So let's go ahead and start gluing these pieces on to each other. Things are starting to come out of the deep freeze around here. People starting to get together more. Less snow on the ground. Things get really hopping around here in April. A lot of stuff gets done in April and May and June before the summertime. I had my first meeting, which I couldn't make, with the community liaison program. And I was so sad to be able to miss it. It was right after my chemo, and I was very, very sick. And so I have to work around those sort of obstacles, which is hard. It's hard to do. A friend of mine suggested 15 minutes outside every day. And for me, that's a big change, because I don't usually go outside all that much. So, I asked her, you think is being in the car but outside okay? She said, yeah. And so I did. I went out. Today is the only day I haven't yet anyway planned on going out. Oops. So I heard the big news about TikTok, about how the government wants to ban it or fine somebody. It's like using YouTube. Once you get it out there and open, it's just going to happen. People are going to spy on other people, and that's how the internet sort of works. And they're afraid it's going to interfere with elections. Well, it's a little late to be talking about that now, isn't it? I mean, we're only a few months till elections, a few months till people start doing early voting. I don't know. I just don't think YouTube is going to be the place that I think, and not YouTube, TikTok. So YouTube, I think, is probably more influential because it's been around longer. There are people that use it for a number of things. To me, I don't know, TikTok is too new. All right, there's our card. Wow, that turned out fast. Let's work on the envelope. So the envelope is actually 2 pieces, plus we have these small pieces right here for the flap of the envelope that we're going to be using. So we need these 2 pieces. And here's our envelope. See, I didn't use the same color. Don't feel like, oh, I don't have the right color, so I can't make this card. I don't have a lot of purple, so I used 2 different color purples to make this. So just so that you know. And we're going to put this on here. I was, yesterday it was kind of like cleaning around and thinking about my Joy Extra. So I thought, well, maybe I will do the next project with the Joy Extra. Unfortunately, I could not get it to attach to my computer, not my laptop, my computer. So I'm going to have to change some things around, I believe. All right, so there's our envelope. Let's put this one together. So now I'm just putting the flap in. There we go. Oops, missing a couple of my pearls. How'd that happen? These already have stick on the back, so no need to glue them. They're pretty sticky. The only thing is, they have to stick where you put them. They have to. Now, as I always say about the Dreamy Tree projects, is if you're going to mail them, I personally like to put them into a blank mailer and use a little protection so that it, have them hand cancel it or whatever. You went through all that trouble. You don't want it to come back to you like it's happened to me before, where if I don't go and get it just the right size, then, well, I am lost a little bit for how the mailing will take it. Everything's automated nowadays, so you got to be careful of this handmade art that you're creating, that it, spend a few, oh, look at what I found. It's like finding ladybugs on you. All right. So now we know what happened to that extra piece, right? Okay. So in addition to this project, what else have I been working on? Well, I've been working on, I know it's St. Patrick's Day coming up, and I've done this before, but I just thought I would show you in case you were interested in doing an, like a eventually this weekend get around to it sort of thing. And that is having to do with these cute little Valentine type of cards that I made using gold color, iron-on, and then green, just basic green. So here's another one I did. And these are pretty simple. You would go ahead and cut them in reverse on your machine, and then once you took them out, you would have to go ahead and clear away the cuts. What do we call that? Weeding. Yeah, it's still called weeding when you do it for iron-on. Basically, you take this weeding tool and you're going to just go ahead and remove that excess. Try to be as careful as you can. You see, I pulled mine up here a little bit, and these are cut from the spring cartridge called Spring. I think it's Spring cards that has Easter, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, spring, and I don't know what else, but there's quite a few on there. So here's what it looks like all weeded. And then what we do is we take our, if I had all my weeding done, which I don't, we're going to take all of these and glue them on to there. Okay, let's see. What else is there to show you? Oh, a really cute happy Easter card that I developed with some of the new images is right here. So here's the card. I changed up the writing on this to be green, but it's a very simple card. It just required this card base, which I've added this sentiment to. Sending you lovely thoughts and hoping you have a special Easter this year. And this piece of paper is from a Susan Branch scrapbook box that I had, box set that I had. So, and I'm going to use that happy Easter for this. I think it looks better than the pink on there. So this is also another glue job. It's another glue job. This morning, Dawn Walsh sent me a picture of her snuggled up in bed with her cat. And I don't know who else was in there, but she said they were all ready to watch this morning. So that was kind of cool. It was fun to see. I also got a nice card from Nancy Kuliga and a card from Babs as well that I have to show you next time. I'm having trouble figuring this out. This is supposed to go on here just right. Yep, there we go. This is a new image from one of the, what do they call them, contributing artists out there. So thought that I would use that. And I think even the Happy Easter. Now this particular file is available to you in the Cricut community under my name. It's called Bunny Happy Easter Card. Pretty simple, easy to make, just a few pieces. The sentiment's already inside, so you don't have to worry about writing out a sentiment. You could make quite a few of them actually. And these are one that you can mail without having to worry about, canceling, because it's pretty basically a flat card. It's when you start putting things on it, like little pearls and embellies, as they call them, embellies, that you end up into a little bit of problem with hand canceling and that sort of thing. So that's something to consider. And I want to make sure I'm putting this on right. This one, again, we could put some pop dots on there if you'd like. Just sort of let it stand out a little bit. I think that would look kind of cute. So for this one, I did cut it out in cardstock. I normally cut out these types of sentiments in vinyl, but I didn't have the right pink or green that I wanted in the vinyl, so decided to just do paper. And I thought it worked out good. Sometimes there's an image that you want to cut. I was reading this morning on one of my groups that, somebody wanting to cut and having trouble cutting it. And when it comes right down to it, sometimes some images, they're not created to be cut. They created and they look beautiful, but to cut them, it's beyond the limitations of the machine. And sometimes you have to simplify them a little bit. I know that's not what Cricut wants you to think, that you can cut everything. But sometimes there are some images that just are not cuttable. So there you go. So there's another. So that's project number 3. Let's have a look at this one here. This is a project, a thank you card that I had to make. And so I thought, all right, I'll cut this one out again so people can see this one. This is from Bird's Cards. Now, if you're not you're not familiar with Bird's cards, let me show you what it is. It's on the web. You type in BIRDS cards, CARDS.com. And it's an old site, but it has some pretty nifty things on it. The woman who created it is now working on another project, but she keeps this open for anybody that wants to come and do it. There's a lot of freebies on here, and I chose this one here, this thank you card that I wanted to cut out. So let me show you how this one goes together. So this one I like because I have some, what do you call it, leftover Anna Griffin paper, and I thought that it would look really nice with this particular design. So this is what I decided to do with this. And I cut out the thanks a couple of times because I didn't really know that I liked it the way that it was designed. So this one's really simple. There's a space on the inside for a sentiment if you want to add it. I did on one, but not on the second one. And normally I would show you how to add all of that. But again, they're having some issues with design space this morning. So I'm not going to get frustrated and then show you how frustrating it is. I'd rather wait and show you when it's working correctly. Hopefully that will be soon so that we can all get started on our weekend crafting. All right. So there's our basic card, the base. And here is the doily that I cut out. I told you I had a lot of doily things. So there's the cutouts. Again, just need to be placed on. And these doilies were cut using the intricate cuts function on your machine. Okay. So it requires quite a bit of detailed gluing. All right. I think that's going to be enough glue to hold our doily in place. Doesn't look like I closed this well enough before I filled it. And then the thanks is just a very, very small offset layer on the word thanks. So then you have this on top of that. My sister's excited. She's going to Jamaica tomorrow. She leaves tomorrow for a trip to Jamaica with her boyfriend. Pretty exciting. She's all worried about us. About meal prep, which kind of worries me too. I haven't really been paying attention to meal prep all that much for the last few months. But we'll manage. We know how to eat. We know how to eat. So there's our thanks. I don't think I like the the silver on it. I think I'm better off with this color that I chose. That sort of, it's sort of slightly different than the background. But we cut it, so let's go ahead and put it together. Nothing worse than an undone file, right? Have we all got those? I've got several. I still have turkeys and trees and winter castles to build that I don't know when I'm going to get to them, but I'm going to try because they're all cut out. And what good are they? The turkeys were the biggest failing. I should have had those done for Thanksgiving, but I was sick. So, all right. So there's our thank you card, which you can do, as you can see, you can do with some nice fancy English type paper, or you can do this with just plain blank paper. I used a little tiny bit of a patterned paper on this one, and then this one here looks much different because it's done with the silver. But look at all, I got the silver all messed up, so I might actually have to cut this back out again and put a new thanks on top of it. So that is project number 4, and let me show you project number 5. Super simple, and I'll save the rest for later on. So this is a shaped card, a strawberry shaped card that I really liked from my scrap chick. It was only, let's see, I think it was only $1. I bought it on sale. And let's see, strawberry shaped card. So it's on sale, $1.80. Really cute card. Makes a great little note card. And it's so cheery, you know. It's cheery to receive strawberries, I think. So there you go. So let's have a look at how this goes together. Again, another just paper piecing type of thing. Here's the shaped part of the card. You see, it comes all shaped out. Now you can do that yourself, but sometimes I just like to use other people's projects because they are, I don't know, have different creativity, and so it's also good to support the local economy, so to speak, the people that are making the SVGs. It's a good idea to support them. By the way, that first card we did, there we go, was from Dreaming Tree, and it was a paid file. These other ones, well, the Easter ones, the thank you one is free. The Happy Easter one is available in Design Space for free. This is a $1.80 project, which is awful cute. So we're just gluing on that white, and then we'll put the flower center on. Look at all the big mess I'm making over here. Then we can put together the strawberry. Yeah, I didn't close this, clean it up very well. So I'm going to have to go wash my hands when I'm done with this. Well, so this is proof that I have been busy. I just haven't been able to do the show every day of the week. And my hope is to get back to that. But I have to work on myself some more. My walking in particular, I'm worried about not doing enough walking. So and then the only other thing is that there are flowers that go with this. Where did I put them? Oh, here they are. Well, looks like only one flower until I find the other pieces. Okay, so there is our strawberry. So this card, Loretta, is from my scrap chick, and it is called the Strawberry Shape Card. It's on sale for $1.80 at myscrapchick.com. All right, it's a cute little card to have. And I think that's going to do it. I have a couple more, but I'll wait. Well, I don't know. Let me show you one more. This is from Design Space, and it's free if you are Cricut Access subscriber, which I am. And it is a Rob and Bob project, and it just basically says Happy Easter. Let me show you. But with these extra pieces or embellishments on there, so you know what's going on. So there's the top page here. Okay. The bottom. Now I'm going to try to show you where I got that from, but I'm not sure that I'm going to have any luck. So hold on just a second. So if you go into Cricut Design Space, I have another project here, and I'm going to save it. Okay, and I'm going to go to My Stuff, and I'm going to look for Easter. So under Easter, we have, here it is, Rob and Bob, Happy Easter. And it can be found along with two other similarly typed cards in a new cartridge, or sorry, a new image set from Rob and Bob. So you go to Images, Image Sets, you type in Rob, and you scroll down to the Holiday Collection. I think it's just called Holiday Collection. No, it's Holiday Collection 1. Here it is, Rob and Bob Holiday Collection 1. If you go on here, you'll find a Father's Day, Mother's Day, and then there's a couple of Valentine's and Easter cards, including this one that we're working on right now. Okay? So there's that. So this card consists of, I don't know why I have this, because unless it goes in here, it might go in there. Let's try it out. So we got the green is on the outside, and then our colors to delineate the Happy Easter are on the inside. Let's go ahead and try to glue those in place. All right. Remember, when you have layers, like here you have layers, you're going to go in the order of how much is cut out of the layer. So this has nothing cut out of the layer, and then this has just a few things, and then this one, this as well. So you can do it either way. You can do it from the back forward, which is what I'm doing, or you could do it from the front to the back, which I do occasionally as well. See the H, T, and E. And this one here. I'd like to ask if doing more than one project is too confusing. Sometimes some of these shouldn't take you that long. So, oh, here we go. That goes here. Okay. That way you can decide. I'll have one project done and then maybe a few others that complement it. Sometimes it only takes 15 or 20 minutes to put together a card that you've already spent, the time cutting out and everything. So that's why I was asking. I had all these cards that were cut out that I wanted to show you, and we're getting close to halfway through the month. So I think it's this weekend actually. So, and Easter is on the 31st. 31st? Yep, Easter Sunday. And then we have a few little embellishments to put in. We've got our little bunny. He's going to go there. And then our A, which is a little more complicated than I thought, but okay. It has the letter A in there. Happy. And then Easter. I don't know if this is supposed to go here or not. No, I don't think so. Oh well. Yeah, I figure if I do the one project at the beginning and I stick with that, then people will be happy with that, and then we'll have these extra time that we can go over some of the more details or different details that we've gone over. There we go. Santo's in the DR again, so he doesn't get home till Wednesday. And I have scans on Monday. So my girlfriend Stacy's going to be taking me to the scans, which is great. And by that time, hopefully by Wednesday, he'll be returning. And my sister will still be on her vacation, enjoying herself. She loves to be in the sun. She used to, oh my goodness, get so tan. But she had to lay off that. It was too much. But yeah, in the 90s, she was all glitz, glamour, tan, all that stuff. All right. Okay. So that wasn't too much longer. All right. So those were our projects for today. It's Happy Easter card from Rob and Bob. This shaped strawberry card. That's from My Scrap Chick. This Happy Easter one, which I did in green and pink, which I like it better in the pink. I mean the green. And then this thanks card. Our usual cutesy cards for St. Patrick's Day this weekend that you can work on with a little. And then our original piece, which was this one. So many cards this morning. All right. Okay, everybody. I think that's it for me for today. I have missed you so much. I'm hoping to keep doing this once a week thing, just so I can get some more work done. And I'm making progress. I really am. So I hope that you can join me next week when we are doing another great project that works with our cutting machines. And I'm not really sure what that project's going to be, but I'm starting to work on it already. So we'll see what happens. All right. Thank you. Miss Rita, we have your mailing address. Yes, my mailing address is 25 Emerson Street, Peabody. It's Peabody, Peabody, Massachusetts 01960. That's my my official mailing address. And Cavicchio is my last name. Cavicchio. Cavicchio. And welcome all your mailings, and I like to show them off. So I have 2 already for the next week, so I can show them off next week to you. And anything else you might want to send along. All right. We'll talk to you all really soon if you need me. Thank you for the prayers. I have my scans on Monday. I keep hoping that it will go away. I keep praying for that. So we'll see what happens. All right. Love you guys. Yep. It's 25 Emerson Street, Peabody, Mass. 01960. And we'll see you all really soon. Okay. Take care. Bye.